completed in May of 45. So of course by May of 45 the war in Europe had pretty much finished, so they started preparing the aircraft to serve in the Far East. Going to join part of what was called Tiger Force, and first flown in that configuration in 1945. But before the aircraft could deploy to the Far East, then that theatre of war also ceased to exist. The wiser heads had prevailed, and so of course Spitfires were big development, but coming from a right now, the Lancaster. Who would want to talk over that? What a beautiful sound of the Griffon engine. Of course, the Griffon was the more powerful version of the Merlin, the development. And in Spitfires, they went up to Mark 12, and after Mark 12 Spitfires, the Griffon engine was the main Rolls-Royce power point. Some would say the definitive Spitfire is a Mark 9 or a Mark 5, but I do like the sound of a Griffon engine as well. So Spitfire Mark 19 631 was built in Reading. And it was delivered to Southampton in May of 1944. And it wasn't used in combat, it was used for tests. And it didn't serve operationally, but it represents similar high altitude further reconnaissance Spitfires which did. So as I said, down near the Stem Village, you can go and visit the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight tent. They've got an inflatable black, it almost looks like an igloo, I'd say. Beautiful tent full of some great merchandise over there that can help these aircraft fly. Remember, these aircraft are still serving Royal Air Force aircraft. They're maintained and managed at RAF Coningsby by RAF personnel. And it's our taxpayers' money that keep these aircraft flying, and that's the sort of way I like to see my taxpayers' money going, because these are a living tribute to the men and women of the Royal Air Force that served with such bravery in the Second World War and made the ultimate sacrifice. And to see these aircraft stowed in a museum or hanging from a ceiling would be absolutely treasonous. So long may the BBMF continue to show us and remind us, lest we forget. that's the Lancaster pilot telling the Spitfire behind him what he's doing. He's rolling out, and the aircraft will join up line astern again. And remember what I said about the aircraft heading towards us as a final maneuver. They'll be doing that very shortly, but right now they're going to peel off to the left and come in from left to right again